Peace, love, and infinite light to you beautiful souls. I hope that everyone is having a magical, wonderful, glorious day today, guys. Wherever you are, I am sending a lot of high vibrations, a lot of good, loving energy your way today, guys. And if you find yourself new to this channel, do me a favor, do everyone a favor, and just destroy the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Today I'm going to talk about how to cope with your spiritual awakening. Now, I have a few clients, and this is a common theme that we talk about, is the spiritual awakening and how to cope with it and how to cope with the difficulties of essentially the roller coaster that is the spiritual awakening. And I'm going to describe and really tell you guys why these things happen and really how to deal with it. So what happens along your spiritual journey is you start to awaken your inner energy. And I've talked about this a few times, the Kundalini snake moving up your chakra systems and eventually piercing your third eye, and that's when you reach enlightenment. And that takes quite a while to do. However, throughout this process, when you awaken this energy, through meditation and stuff like that, I'm sure if you're watching this, then you're going through a spiritual awakening currently. So you started meditating and you started having hardships and emotions come up and all that stuff, and you started seeing synchronicities, and it's all a part of the process. But what's happening within is that energy is moving up your chakras and is trying to cleanse each chakra before it moves on to the next one. Now, these chakras are blocked by, negative emotions, things that you suppress, all the things that doesn't really serve you. So what happens is these emotions start to come up, right? And you have to deal with them. That's why, you have these really good days, and then all of a sudden you have these bad days, and it's a roller coaster that you kind of have to ride throughout this spiritual journey, and it never really ends. It's always like that. So it's really difficult to deal with sometimes. And I've been there. I understand exactly how it is and exactly what you guys are going through, because I've been through it myself, and I still go through these things sometimes, right? No one's perfect. The biggest key in getting through these times is awareness, right? If you're aware that these low days are a part of the journey and a part of your growth, and you have the awareness to realize that, hey, I'm not feeling the best today. I'm feeling these emotions that are undesirable, that I don't necessarily want to feel. However, I know that I have to feel these things in order for me to transmute them, to grow and to move on and to continue along my path, right? If we sit with these emotions and we dwell upon these emotions and we play a victim, it's like, why do I feel this way? Why are these things happening to me? If we continue to do that, then we'll never get past that level, right? But if we're aware that all of this is a part of our growth, that I have to actually feel these emotions in order to transmute and grow from them, then it becomes a lot easier, right? So you start progressing a lot faster when you have that awareness. Now, I never really had anyone to guide me through my journey, so I just kind of had to learn these things for myself throughout the years and have an infinite amount of trust and faith in the process. And that's the biggest thing, is like, you have to have faith and trust in what you're doing and who you are, because you're essentially on a journey to self-mastery. And that's what this spiritual awakening is all about. It's all about mastering yourself and finding out who you truly are. And sometimes it can be incredibly hard to cope with. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, a lot of stuff in my spiritual journey that didn't make sense to me at the time when it was happening. Now I look back at it and it all makes perfect sense. And that's, another thing, guys, is no matter what you're going through right now, there's gonna come a point in time where you look back at those things and they make perfect sense to you. It's like, why was I stressing all that time about what I was going through? Because it just shaped me into the person I am today, right? It's just preparing you for your destiny, for who you need to be, for who you truly are. You're on an evolution to your higher self. And along that evolution, you're going to be faced with all these tests and challenges and obstacles from the universe, and they're just shaping you into who you need to be. And I know it's easier said than done, because I understand how incredibly difficult it is to go through the lows, because the lows almost feel like you're in the dirt, and you are in the dirt, you know, and they drag you through the dirt, and that's just a part of the process. And to understand that is incredible. It's amazing, you know, and it took me a long time, a very long time, to have that awareness, right? When I was feeling low, when I was in low vibrations, when I was feeling emotions that were undesirable, it took a long time for me to have the awareness that it was all a part of my growth. Instead of, why do I feel this way? I hate feeling this way. You know, I don't like feeling this way. And I still don't like feeling like that, but I'm aware now that it's when I feel those ways, I know that I'm one step closer to where I need to be. It's like a stepping stone, right? So it's so important to keep that awareness in your mind. This is how I cope now, you know, when I have those lows and the highs, you know, this is how I cope, because I understand, right? And that understanding has come through years and trials and tribulations and tests and hardships, and you know, I've been in the lowest points of my life during my spiritual awakening, so I understand what you guys are going through. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's the hardest thing that anyone can do. No one that has a spiritual awakening, that walks this path, has it easy. It will not be easy. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. And all of my clients, like, I warn them. I'm like, you know, because a lot of them are right on the cusp. You know, like looking for more information, you know, needing a mentor to help them down that path. But I warn them, I'm like, listen, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for everyone. You know, are you ready to be drugged through literal hell in order to get to heaven? Because that's what happens, right? Just remember, guys, like, heaven and hell isn't, you know, here or there. It's a euphemism for living in your higher or lower self. And you literally have to go through absolute hell, torture, fear, terror, just the mud, you know, to get to these enlightened, joyous, loving states, right? You got to go through those lower emotions. You got to experience what it's like to go through that. That's what life is all about. It's all about experience, right? And through that experience, you grow and become better. So just have the awareness that everything that you're going through is what you're meant to go through. And when things seem like they're not going right in your life, they're actually going perfect in your life. Yeah, it's just the universe is shaping you into who you need to be. So, you know, of course there has to be tests and obstacles and hardships and things that don't make sense to you, because those help you grow, right? That's how you grow. That's how you evolve. That's how you learn. That's how you become better. That's how you know, become closer to your higher self and more like God. So it's that simple, guys. And I hope that helps out a little bit, you know, along your spiritual journey, because this is like the main question I'm getting right now, is like, I need help. Why do I feel this way, type of thing, right? So I wanted to make a quick video on how you cope with your spiritual journey. This is how I cope with it currently. This is what I've learned throughout, you know, my progress and my process towards my higher self. And, you know, it's really helped me a lot to have that key awareness in my mind, that I know for a fact now that everything I go through, I'm meant to go through. It's all a part of the process. Nothing is out of line of my journey, of my path. I'm right where I need to be, and you guys are right where you need to be too. So when things come up in your life, when hardships come up, when situations and difficult circumstances and people leave and heartbreaks and all that stuff, understand all of that is a part of your path. And once you understand that, your journey will become a lot easier. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, destroy the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want that daily fire, if you want that wisdom, if you want that love, that peace, that high vibration, subscribe to the channel. Share my shit. Share it too, because there's a lot of people that are going through these things that need this help. So share this message, and I would greatly appreciate it. It's not just for me, you know. I'm a very selfless person. I want to help as many people as I possibly can, and that's my mission. And I'm well on my way, and I'm going to continue doing it. So love you guys so much. We'll be back soon. Chat later. Peace out.